Introducing first, Claressa Shields, one of the most avoided fighters in the game and one of the best to lace them up, fighting proudly out of Flint, Michigan, USA. There's only one heavy-hitting diva. It's Franshon Crews, fighting out of Virginia Beach, Virginia, the undisputed super middleweight champion of the world. Certainly talk the talk. Now they've got to walk the walk.
Todd, it's a pleasure and an honor to be here at this venue. It's going to be something special.
Thousands of fans here, and a fight would never happen, and yet here it is, and here we go. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Swing and a miss with the hook. Those counter punches have to hurt. See, it's always coming. So much hype surrounding this big matchup as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
Can you imagine walking into this, Todd? Walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name. You can't even hear your corner man whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Can't land the jab there. The straight right just misses. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Shields in that last round. Well, the corner can't be happy with the way. Here's the bell to start round two. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Counter punch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
No rest for the weary. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. The right hook can't miss. Trying to land that jab. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Shields in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. On to the third. The last round was massive for her, Johnny. How does she keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. She catches and counters. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around her. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points. The problem with having a chin that everybody knows if they hit you, you're hurt, you're gone. You've got to protect that, but you've also got to get your shots off. And they forget, you can bang too.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Shields in that last round. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
How about that time counter shot? The straight right just misses. That jab misses. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Good counter shot by her. Not a lot of punch output. On to the fifth we go. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed, they're confident, they know they just have to quick burst, boom! In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed, and that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Beautiful counter shot. They both want a highlight reel knockout. That jab misses. Counter punching. That jab was blocked. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. This is the beginning of round 6. She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the...
And the Diva is down! How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
One, two, three, four. Are you all right?
Well, they're back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe or do they play defense here?
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Nice counter. They exchange punches. You'd like to see more jabs. There's a counter shot. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them.
You were thinking. You were smart.
And there's the bell for round 7. Well, I think we can all agree that was not the best round for her. Let's see what kind of advice and strategy their corner goes with heading into this next round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Well done with that counter shot. There's been a significant aggression difference in this fight, Johnny. What are you seeing?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tear. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. That jab doesn't find a home. Good counter punch. So much firepower here. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. And we enter the 8th round. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the fight. They've got to relax.
You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're gonna get knocked out. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Punch, counter punch. Just missed with that jab. She misses with that jab. A perfect counter. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Both fighters starting to get tired as we start round 9. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter. Down goes Claressa Shields. She's absolutely done her in there with the headshot. Cue up the replay machine.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Come to me.
How about that will to win and refusal to stay down as this fight continues?
Oh, she knows now. She can smell blood. She's just not got to get trigger happy. Be smart with the shot. Be sneaky. Pretend you're going to go for someone else in the body, and then boom, let the shot in again. Be smart.
Well, she's got the advantage halfway through this round.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T. Play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again, they've got it.
Do you believe this? Throwing a hook, but nice defense there. Beautiful counter punch. Ten seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Let's talk about Shields. Let's talk about Shields. And there's the bell for round 10. Desperate times call for desperate measures, Johnny. She just got dropped in that last round. Got to change something in the game plan here to turn this around.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Catch and shoot. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. That counter shot lands. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Got to let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. She wasn't ready for that counter. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Nice counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. No surprise there, a unanimous decision.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.